The night in Brookhaven was disturbingly calm, the kind of silence that made every shadow feel alive. Inside the Collins house, a faint lullaby drifted from the upstairs hallway. The tune came from the room of their adopted daughter, a soft, haunting melody that shouldn't have been playing because the radio was unplugged. Mrs. Collins hesitated before pushing the door open. The moment she did, the music stopped. The curtains swayed as if someone had just passed by. The nightlight flickered, painting the walls with trembling light. The small bed was perfectly made, untouched, but a single toy was rocking back and forth on the floor. Her heartbeat pounded in her ears as she whispered, "Liam, are you here?" The only response was the slow creak of the rocking chair, echoing through the cold air. Then her eyes caught something on the wall. 4 words written in red crayon, jagged and uneven. "He belongs to me." Before she could scream, a quiet voice spoke behind her. "Don't worry, Mrs. Collins." Slowly, she turned. The adopted girl stood in the doorway, pale and calm, her eyes glowing in the dim light. With a chilling smile, she finished, "He's not alone anymore." Brookhaven was supposed to be a peaceful town. The Collins family had recently adopted a mysterious girl from the local orphanage. No one knew much about her past, and she rarely spoke. The town's streets, school, and parks were quiet that evening, but inside their home, tension seemed to settle like a shadow over every corner. Mr. and Mrs. Collins tried to maintain normalcy. The children went to school, the parents to work, and the routine of Brookhaven carried on. Yet small oddities kept appearing. Shoes misplaced, toys moved, and strange whispers in empty rooms. Everyone brushed it off as imagination, but deep down, unease lingered. The adopted girl behaved perfectly in public. In the town square, the park, even at school, she smiled and played as any other child. Yet at home, subtle glances and small smirks hinted that she knew more than she should. Little did the Collins family realize that her secrets were growing darker by the day. And on that night, when the lullaby echoed through the hall, it became clear that Brookhaven's peaceful streets could hide terrible things. The family's world, so familiar and safe, was about to change forever. It started with the smallest sign. Liam, the Collins' young son, didn't come down for breakfast. The adopted girl watched silently from the doorway, her eyes fixed on him as if she already knew something no one else could. The house felt heavier that morning, the shadows longer, the silence louder. Mrs. Collins went to Liam's room, heart pounding. The door creaked open to reveal the bed empty, neatly made. Toys scattered across the floor suggested nothing unusual, but the rocking horse in the corner moved on its own, back and forth with no one touching it. A faint giggle echoed from the hallway. Turning sharply, Mrs. Collins saw the girl standing in the doorway clutching her worn teddy bear. Her calm, unsettling smile didn't belong to a child. "He's playing with me," she whispered softly, tilting her head. Panic gripped the parents as they searched every corner of the Brookhaven house. Every closet, every hallway, even the attic revealed nothing. Yet, the sense that someone, or something, was watching them grew heavier with each passing second. The front door slowly creaked open by itself. Outside, the night air was cold, damp with a thin mist. And there, standing in the doorway, the adopted girl motioned silently, almost invitingly, for Liam to join her. The family froze, hearts sinking, realizing the nightmare had only begun. The next day in Brookhaven, the Collins home felt colder. Shadows lingered longer, and every creak of the floorboards made hearts race. Liam's absence still weighed on the family, but no one dared speak the words aloud. The adopted girl watched silently, always calm as if she owned the house and its secrets. Whispers seemed to follow them through every room. Mrs. Collins swore she heard Liam calling her name from empty corners, and objects subtly shifted when no one was looking. Every moment in the house felt heavy, oppressive, as if the walls themselves held the memory of something sinister. The girl's presence was constant. At the Brookhaven school, she moved silently, never interacting, yet somehow knowing every conversation, every glance. Teachers noticed her eerie awareness, but brushed it off as intuition. No one suspected that her knowledge was more than natural. One evening, Liam's toy car rolled across the hallway by itself. The family froze, realizing no one had touched it. A low giggle came from upstairs. The adopted girl appeared in the doorway, her eyes gleaming with unsettling calm, whispering, "He wanted to play." The fear grew unbearable. Every sound, every shadow, every small movement seemed linked to her. The family tried to keep normalcy, but deep inside, they knew the quiet town of Brookhaven was no longer safe. Something in their home had changed forever. Determined to understand what was happening, Mrs. Collins began searching for answers. She checked every corner of the Brookhaven house, every room, every closet. Each time she found nothing, but the feeling of being watched never left. Neighbors noticed her frantic searching. One mentioned a strange girl who had recently arrived at the local orphanage. Mrs. Collins wondered if there was a connection. The girl's past was a complete mystery, yet now it seemed directly tied to Liam's disappearance. She found small clues, toys out of place, tiny footprints leading into shadows, a scrap of paper with odd symbols. Each discovery deepened the mystery. Brookhaven, once peaceful, now held secrets that could no longer be ignored. Even the school had signs. Teachers reported odd incidents, Liam's belongings found in the adopted girl's locker, strange notes in the classroom. No one understood, yet every clue pointed back to her. By night, the house felt alive with whispers and movements. Mrs. Collins realized that the adopted girl was not merely observing. They were being manipulated, lured into a game they couldn't understand. And the truth remained just out of reach. The night in Brookhaven was thick with tension. The Collins family gathered their courage and confronted the adopted girl in the living room. Her calm smile didn't falter, and the shadows of the house seemed to stretch toward them, almost protective of her secrets. "Where is Liam?" Mr. Collins demanded, voice trembling. The girl tilted her head, her eyes cold and knowing. She didn't answer immediately, letting the silence stretch, making the parents' fear grow heavier with each second. Suddenly, a low, echoing giggle filled the hallway. Doors creaked open, lights flickered, and Liam's favorite toy car rolled across the floor on its own. Every instinct screamed danger, but no one could move. The adopted girl remained perfectly still, a ghostly calm in the chaos. Mrs. Collins stepped forward, trembling. "What have you done with him?" The girl's voice was soft, almost sweet, yet chilling. "He's with me, where he belongs." The room seemed to constrict around them. Every corner darkened as if the house itself obeyed her. Fear turned into panic. The family realized that no argument, no threat could change what was happening. Brookhaven's quiet streets, its normal suburban houses, offered no comfort. The adopted girl had control, and Liam's fate was already sealed. By midnight, the Collins house was suffused with a chilling silence. Shadows danced along the walls as if alive. The adopted girl sat in the hallway, eyes glinting with knowledge no one should possess. Liam was nowhere in sight, but faint laughter echoed from somewhere beyond the walls. Mr. Collins tried to approach, but the floorboards groaned under invisible weight. Every step felt heavier. The girl's calm smile never wavered. "He wanted to stay," she whispered. Her voice was innocent, yet the darkness surrounding her made it terrifyingly clear what had happened. Mrs. Collins fell to her knees, tears streaming. "Why?" she pleaded. The girl tilted her head, rocking her teddy bear slightly, and replied softly, "Because he's mine, and you can't take him back." The house seemed to close in, Brookhaven itself holding its breath. A cold wind blew through the open window, carrying Liam's faint giggle. The family realized they could no longer protect him. The adopted girl had changed everything, their home, their town, their reality, and there was nothing left to do. In the doorway, she smiled one last time. "Now it's just us," she whispered. And in that moment, the Collins family understood the terrifying truth. In Brookhaven, Even a seemingly innocent child could hold the darkest power. The house in Brookhaven fell silent once more. Liam was gone, taken by the adopted girl, leaving only memories and the lingering chill of fear. The Collins family stood frozen, unable to comprehend the darkness that had entered their home, forever marking their lives. Outside, the streets of Brookhaven seemed calm again, masking the terror inside. The neighbors would never know what had truly happened behind those walls, and the adopted girl continued her quiet, unnerving presence as if nothing had changed. I'll leave it here for now, and if you enjoyed this story, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Would you trust someone who seems innocent but hides such dark secrets?